Good morning. So welcome to Gentle Flow. Dane just finished his meditation, did a very quick wardrobe change, and is ready to move a little bit.
We said gentle flow.
It is a gentle flow, ready to move a little bit. So if you're joining us, grab whatever props that you'd like, whether they're blocks, blankets, straps, belts. Hi, Gail. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Hopefully your friends are joining. Um, so we'll take just a minute here as we settle in. Come onto your back. Lie down. If this is your first movement of the day, take a little time here to just find some motion, whether you're pulling your knees in towards your chest, rocking yourself a little bit side to side, pulling your knees into your chest, rock a little bit side to side. Use this to just explore. Kind of feel out the body. Be creative. So nothing here that's prescribed. Just getting comfortable. Come in here. All right. Let's begin to settle down. Take your feet wide apart. Keep the knees bent. Soles of the feet on the floor. TP your knees close together. Take the arms in cactus out to the side. Try to, right here, pay attention to your alignment. So know where your chin lines up with your sternum all the way through the center body. Pulling the knees towards each other, but still pushing on the outside edges of your feet. Draw all of your attention to your breath. Notice how you're breathing. Notice if it's shallow, if it's rapid. Just steady. Good morning, Holly. Good morning, Elaine. Good morning, John. Just studying the breath here. Now we'll start to come into a breathing practice. So you're going to inhale deeply, holding the breath at the top. Exhale completely. We're going to add on to this. Inhale deeply. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, complete. 1. See the belly rise with the breath. And holding it. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Beth. Oh, it's good to see you. So if you're just joining in, lie down on your back. Knees are TP'd close together. Arms, cactus arms out to the side. Just taking a moment to breathe into your body. As you're breathing here, notice your lower back. Notice the arch in it. Try to extend and lengthen your lower back by pushing the body towards the back of your mat, towards the shoulders, lengthening out that lower back there.
You still want to feet like this, though, right?
Yeah. It's just taking that lower lumbar spine to have some length to it. Now, as you're breathing, you keep on this. Breathing practice, it's vital. It's our air. So really spend a moment to breathe completely and deeply, holding the retention both on the inhale side of it and again on the exhale side of it. So yesterday in Melissa's class, she talked about feeling and the right to feel as you feel, no matter what that is, and not to skip through emotions. You wouldn't want to skip any colors on the rainbow. And then this morning when Dane talked about his light meditation, it really connected that for me, the light of the rainbow, the light of the photons. And now we're going to have the whole entire family involved in this practice. Come here. And now we're going to work on lightness in the body and giving your body some freedom, some movement, and doing whatever makes you feel light, whatever gives you freedom, whatever releases you. Keep your feet exactly where they are. Allow both knees to windshield wiper all the way to one side. Good. Come back into your center. Drop both knees all the way over to the other side. Return to the right side again. Drop them all the way over to the right. Okay. Chief, come here. Chief, come here. And all the way over to the left. Hey, come here. Come here. Now on your pacing, right to left, right to left. Just find that freedom, the lightness in your body, right to left, right to left. Good. Come here. All right, take the knees back in together. Close them into your chest. Give them a hug and a squeeze in. Come here. Now stack your knees directly over your hips. Shins parallel to the floor, arms out wide to the side, long. Good. Take a deep inhale here. With a complete exhale, drop the knees slowly. Don't do this quickly. All the way over and hover them about 1 inch off the floor to the right side. Dane just scooched his hips over to the opposite side, which is a great alignment to do this. So make sure it's 1 inch. Take a peek at it, look at it, measure it. There you go. Take it back up to center on the inhale breath. Use the entire inhale to get there.
Felt like 1 inch.
Now exhale breath. If you want to scoot your hips to the right, drop the knees over to the left 1 inch from the floor. Keep your knees together. Good. Feel this. Good. Good. Come back up through center. Now go ahead and go from right to left, your timing. This should be a little bit more quick, a little quicker. Right to left, just swish-swashing. So you'll start slowly and you'll move a little bit faster as you go here. Right to left. All right, hug your knees into your chest. Place the sole of your left foot on the floor, half happy baby pose. Right sole of the foot up to the ceiling. Grab onto the outside edge of the right foot. Your arms on the inside of your thighs so that you have some space here. Good. Draw the foot back towards your head in the direction of, not to the head. Now pull, use some leverage here to pull that knee down. Frame the outside ribs. Now, if you'd like more here, this is optional, you can extend your left leg long and forwards, pushing the left knee all the way down to the floor. If you've taken that extension, bend your left foot again. Take the right outer ankle on the top of your left thigh. Good. Reach your right hand through that little figure 4 space you've created. Clasp the back of your left leg and start to pull the left leg in towards your body. Now I want you to look at your left knee. The left knee tends to collapse in towards the right side. Stabilize. Look at it. Pull that left knee back so that the knee is directly in line with the hip point. Good. With your right elbow, push that right hip forwards. Both feet are flexed here. And then release. Good. Other side. Half happy baby pose. Left leg goes up. Left hand on the outside of the left foot. Good. Knee is framing the left side ribs, drawing the foot farther towards the head side of the mat. And use some leverage now. Pull. Good. Option to extend the right leg forwards, pushing the right knee down, or you can keep the knee bent and the sole of the foot to the floor. Bend your right knee, sole of the foot to the floor, left outer ankle on top of the right thigh, reclined pigeon pose. Good. Left hand, reach it through, clasp behind the back of the right hamstring, pull it in. Now look at the right knee. If it's collapsing in towards the left side body, pull it back. Stabilize it there. Now pull it in. Good. Trying to keep your shoulders and your head down. Even your left shoulder. Drop the left shoulder down. Good. If you wanted to. You don't have to. All right. Release soles of the feet down to the floor. Walk your feet in. Good. Taking a little tiny bridge pose. Lift up the hips and then lower them back down. We're going to keep moving here. You're going to get higher and higher with every lift. Lifting up and lowering down. Now pay attention to your feet here. If your feet are trying to go out wide, toes going out wide, you're going to have a little bit more back pain. So really keep your feet parallel to each other, if not slightly pigeon-toed. Good. Keep moving. Up and down, up and down. You're going higher and higher as you lift. Good. Now this time, we're going to incorporate the arms with the hips. The arms clearly have to move a little bit more quickly than the hips are moving because you have more space, more ground to cover. On the inhale breath, lift your hips, arms up, overhead, all the way to the back of the room. Lift up higher, lift, lift, lift. Exhale breath, lower the hips, the hands land at the exact same time the hips are down. Try again. Inhale, lift, coordinate, lift, lift, lift. Now think about it. Hips and hands land at the same exact time. It's like a photon. Good. Lift. It's like that twisting, the timing of it, moving at the same time. And lower. Good. One more lift. And lower. Good. Extend both legs straight out in front of you. Keep your heels together. Good. Imagine this is your standing pose. Toes pulled back towards your face. Good. Lengthening the lumbar spine again. Trying to tuck the pelvis under a little bit. Find some length, find some space. Good. Now pay attention to your shoulders. If they're lifted up to the mat, tuck them underneath. Roll one back, roll the other. Good. Now broaden across the upper upper spine, upper back. Good. Imagine this is your standing pose. Pulling the lower ribs in. Feeling the space, feeling lightness throughout the chest. Now think about tree pose. Keep your left leg exactly where it is. That's your standing foot. Take your right foot on the inside of the calf or all the way up into the upper thigh. Do not have it on your knee. So we will do this again later in class. So I want you to get some information here about where your body is in tree. So never on the knee. It can be on the ankle, the calf, or the upper thigh. Now we like this idea in tree pose that right knee is going to go all the way out to the right side to the floor. So watch the left hip as Dane takes his right knee all the way down to the floor. Go ahead. See how much his left hip lifted up? We don't want that. We want to be honest. We want to know where we are today in our practice. So keep your left hip down. Don't let it lift. Squeeze your outer right glute. Squeeze it hard. As you squeeze the outer right glute, let the knee follow. Let it drop out to the side. Good. Now take both arms overhead. Reach them to the back of the room. Pinky fingers towards the ceiling, thumbs towards the floor. Lengthen and reach and really feel this tree pose. There's a lot of action here. You're squeezing your left quad. Squeeze it hard. So if I were to come over and poke on the left quad, you would feel it. There it is. All right. Keep your arms where they are. Close both soles of your feet together, knees butterflied open, Supta Baddha Konasana. Good. We're preparing to transfer sides. Allow yourself to keep them butterflied open, but find a little rock here. A side to side rock, rolling. Try not to let the knees come together. Really keep them wide, wide, wide. All right, change sides. Right leg extends long. Actually, extend both legs long. We'll start out in your proper standing pose. Keep the heels together, ankles together. Good. Make this a standing posture. Make it your best standing posture. Really find length and strength in the body. All right, now take left foot on the inside of the calf or upper thigh, just not the knee. Play with it here. Allow the left knee to come all the way to the floor and study how much the right hip has to lift up in order to get that. Excuse me. Okay. So now anchor the right hip down. Take the arms overhead. Squeeze your outer left glute hard. Watch how much the knee can drop open. Good. Now make your right leg the brains of this pose, the intelligence of this pose. Make the right leg active and engaged. How's that feel? Reach longer through your fingers towards the back of your room. Reach, reach, reach. Good. And release both soles of the feet together, knees butterflied open. And rock yourself. See if you can keep the knees wide as you rock and rock and rock. All right, close your knees together and roll or hug them into your chest. Give them a squeeze in here. Roll over onto your side to press yourself up and come to seated. Okay, let's find some movement here of just rocking. You're in easy seated pose. Notice which shin you have in front of you. You're stirring the pot here. It's not a little pot. It's a big pot of chili. Really moving all the way. Have your hands on your thighs so that you can get a little motion coming as far forward as you can, as far to the side as you can, leaving no part of the pot left unstirred. Go deeper for 3. Moving the body. Notice the spine. Find a little bit of upward facing dog in your chest. Find your center. Switch out the cross of your legs. And go the opposite direction, moving the body around and around and around.
Certainly sounds good though.
That's it.
Yeah. I should do that.
It is 39 degrees here in Dallas this morning. So we brought all of the plants in last night. Not that they can't withstand 39 degrees, but I don't think they like, keep going, I don't think they like going from 85 to 39 in one day. They like a little bit more predictability in their weather. So we brought everybody in. Go a little deeper. Good. And then release. Take your feet out in front of you. Knees are bent. Good. I call this the Cleopatra. Take your right hand back behind you and your left arm on the outside of your right leg. Lean back into your right hand a little bit. So there's a lot of space between the torso and the thigh. Now start to push the arm against the thigh and find a little turn here. Come back up through your center. Separate the soles of your feet, hips width distance apart. Take seated cow pose and seated cat pose. Seated cow, seated cat. Come back in through your center. Close the soles of your feet, close your knees. Left hand comes back behind you, right hand on the outside of your thigh. Press and turn. Good. Turn and turn. Come back in through center, seated cow and cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, press the body through, lift the chest. Push it in between your thighs. Exhale, breath, cat. Neutral spine. Close the soles of the feet together. Second time through. Right hand behind you. Left hand on the outside. Bend into your right elbow and push the arm against the thigh and turn the body a little bit more. Try to rotate from the lower abdominals. So feel the belly button wring out like a rag. Turn. Turn and turn. Back in through your center. Inhale, breath through your cow. Exhale, breath through your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Find your center. Left hand back behind you. Lean back into it. Right arm on the outside and turn the body. Bend the elbow a little bit. Left elbow bends and push against the arm and spin. Lower abdominals. Release. Come back up to your center. Extend your left leg long in front of you. Right foot on the inside of your left thigh. Same exact thing that we did in lying down, Supta. So think of this as your tree pose. Take a look at it here. Spin the body, heart directly over the left knee. Good. Take the arms up. Reach, reach, reach. Lengthen forwards. You're not going down yet. I want you to find this line from your fingertips all the way down to your tailbone of leaning forwards. Think of it as a charging lean. Lean, lean, lean. Now bring your hands down to the floor. Good. Use your hands, your fingers as little nubbies here to try to lengthen and pull yourself long. Right or out glute. Squeeze it hard so that the right knee can drop without your left hip lifting. So again, think about your standing tree pose. Your left leg is your standing foot. Make it active. Come back up through your center. Take both soles of your feet together, butterfly. Clasp your hands around your toes. Watch your posture. Sit up straight and tall. Close the knees up to the triceps and push them down for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Second side. Extend your right leg long, left foot on the inside. Turn your heart directly over the right knee. Take the arms up. Don't fold yet, just charge. Lengthen forwards, forwards, forwards. Keep an upward facing dog chest. Upward facing dog chest. Good. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Good. Reach. Good. Hands come down to the floor. Squeeze your outer left glute and squeeze it hard. Good. Right foot, pull it back, really make it active. It's not about the left leg here, it's your standing leg. All right. And then release. Take both legs straight out in front of you. Have a little bend in your knees. Lengthen the arms up. Think charging, reach it forwards. Find lift, find upward facing dog. Good. Now start to fold over your legs, pulling the chest down on top of your thighs. Good. While you're here now, you can start to scooch your heels forwards. It's a little bit by little bit. Don't rush this through. Little by little. Pull the toes back. Look at the pinky toe side of the foot. It likes to go more forwards. Pull that pinky toe back. Good. If you were standing on your feet on the floor, how would your feet look? They should look the same here. There. How do you feel? You feel so good. So now if you have a blanket and you'd like it to be under your knees, by all means, I'm a huge fan of protecting kneecaps. Coming into your tabletop pose, all fours, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Good. Moving through cow and cat here. Inhale, breath through cow. Drop the belly. Exhale, breath through cat. Now I want you to think about cow pose. It's not releasing the belly down. The spine is an arch, but pull the abdominals in and make it hard. Really engage it. Cat pose. Exhale, breath. Come back through neutral. Make big circles. Hips towards the heels, moving it around and around and around, all the way back so that you're moving some weight off of your wrist. So move your hips towards your heels and circle around. Find your center. Take your hands and flip your fingers towards your knees, inner elbow towards the front of your room. So have your hands on the floor, palms on the floor. Yeah. Yes, this is more of an opening for your carpal tunnels. If you have the top of your hand on the floor, it kind of crushes the carpal tunnels, which is not what we really want here. Good. Try to set your hips to your heels. Now start to peel the heel of your hand up off the floor. Peel it slowly. Chief, come here. The cats are bullying Chief. Come here. Come here. Peel up your palm. Come here. And peel up all the way onto your fingertips. So you're peeling your hand back. So now you're just on the fingertips. There. And then peel the hand back down all the way to the wrist. Good. Sit your hips back onto your heels. Sit yourself up. Take the arms out in front of you. This is kind of my mood. Okay, open, close, open, close, open, close. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Open, close. So as fast as you can. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Pull the shoulders back. Hi, Lindsay. All right, take the arms out. Press the fingers down. Hands in fists. Circle them around. Opposite. And namaste. All right, hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit lighter in the body. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands out in front of you. Tuck the toes under. Press the hips back. Find motion here, a lot of motion. Bend one knee, bend the other. Try to spike the hips up, sit bones up. So more teepee, less igloo. Spike, spike, spike. Good. Bend one knee deeply, bend the other one deeply. We're going to slowly shorten the stance here. Walk your feet in 4 inches. Short downward facing dog. Go deeper. Press the chest back. Spike through the sit bones. Good. 4 inches in. Walk the foot up. Good. Make it a sharper downward facing dog. Four more inches up. There's starting to become less weight on the hands. So make this about having more weight into your feet. So Lindsay, remember the class we had with George, where he said, go ahead, from down dog, stand directly up onto your hind feet as if you were a bear, and do whatever you need to do to get there. And Lindsay did it. Keep walking your feet all the way up. Or do that. Step up to the top of your mat. Find a nice forward fold. Or go to the top of your mat and do it.
I kind of dog.
He's okay. Good. Cross opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. Try to tuck your head in closer to your knees. The forearms are closer to the wall in front of you. So study where your head is in relationship to the forearms. And then release. Roll up to standing. Take your arms overhead on the inhale breath. Hands to prayer, heart center. Exhale breath. Good. Arms overhead. Inhale breath. Heads to prayer, heart center, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, breath, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, breath, forward fold all the way down. You go. Good. Find a nice halfway lift. We're going to stay here for a little bit. Press on your shins. Try to avoid your kneecaps. Good. Now lengthen your spine. Find upward facing dog in your chest and try to have the shoulders in line with the hips. So you're really getting this halfway. You can have a little bend in your knees here. It's more about getting the angle of the back to the legs. Rise back up. Inhale. Hands to prayer. Heart center. Exhale. Breath. Take the arms overhead. Inhale. Forward fold all the way down to the floor. Now exaggerate that halfway lift. Really lengthen the spine. Yes, very, very good. Forward fold all the way down to the floor. If you'd like to use your blocks here, you can have a block on at the top of your mat, or not. All right, step the right foot to the back of your mat. Dane's like Dr. Doolittle here. He's got everybody. Drop the right knee down to the floor. Take the arms up. Inhale, breath. Sweep them up. Salamba Anjane. Good. Take the arms all the way up and overhead. Good. Now remember that charging action that we did earlier to practice this? Keep the arms straight with the body, the torso. Just charge forwards. Lean forwards, forwards, forwards. Biceps stay in line with your ears as you try to take the hands towards the front of the room. Good. Come back up to your center. Cactus elbows. Squeeze the elbows down. Pull the forearms back behind you. Make this a back bend. Lean back into it. Use the arms to pull the heart open. Good. Arms go up. Inhale. Charge. Crescent forwards. Back up. Inhale. Cactus elbow. Back bend. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. One more. Inhale. Lengthen. Hinged. Lean forwards. Back up through center. Inhale. Cactus elbow. Deepest back bend. Good. Arms go up. Inhale. Hands come down to the floor or your blocks. Straighten the right leg, half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Good. Straighten the right leg. Straighten your right leg. That's your left leg. Straighten the right leg. Straighten the left leg. That one. Sorry. That one's going to cost me. Straighten your left leg, pull the toes back towards your face. Breathe over this. Bend deeply into your left knee. The real left. Plant your hands. Step your left foot to the back of your mat, which means tuck your right toes under. Good. Plank pose. Good, beautiful. Drop to your knees. Keep your hips lifted where they are. Drop to your chest. Keep your elbows in and up off the floor. Drop to your chin. Come all the way down onto the floor, onto the belly. Draw the heels in towards your glutes, windshield wiper, side to side. Lower the feet down to the floor, draw your hands underneath your shoulders, start to peel up slowly. We're moving to child's pose, but it's slow. You're taking it through a cobra, up, 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 and then peel it all the way back, hips to heels. Nice. Lift your hips, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Step your left foot, nope, step your right foot between your hands.
This is gentle flow. Just remember.
Drop your left knee down to the floor. Sweep the arms up. Inhale, breath. Charging lunge. Reach it forwards. Find that angle. Good. Take it back up to center. Cactus elbow, back bend. Lift with your sternum. Come back up. Charge for 2. Back to center, back bend. Cactus elbow, pull it down. Back to center and 3. Charge it forwards. Back to center, cactus elbow, back bend. Back to center, Hands come down to the floor. Straighten the right leg this time, the other right leg. Pull the toes back towards your face, hips towards your heels. Watch that pinky toe as it angles out to the side. Pull it back, even with the big toe. And then release. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Take plank pose. From plank pose, drop to your knees. Chest and chin. Elbows stay in, squeezing onto the side ribs. Squeeze the elbows into the side rib body. Then all the way down to the floor. Heels come in, windshield wiper. Now peeling up slowly, coming up through cobra, through up dog, rolling the body back, child's pose. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips, tuck your toes. Walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exaggerate the lift. Good. Forward fold. Rise to stand. Hands to prayer, heart center. Exhale, breath. Good. All right, so now step your left foot to the back of your mat. Where are you going?
My left foot back to the mat.
Yeah. You can either have the left heel lifted, or you can drop it down more like a warrior one. So your choice on this. All right, arms go up. You know where we're going. We've been preparing for this. Bend into your right knee. Change this for you a little bit. Good. So you're in this nice crescent lunge or warrior one. Good. Stabilize the lower half of your body. Charge. Charge the arms forwards. Keep the biceps in line with your ears. Try to make a straight line from your fingertips all the way down to the back of your left heel. Good. Now come back up to your center. Cactus elbow back bend. Press with the sternum up. Take the head back. Lean the head back. Good. Go back up to center. Inhale. Charge it forwards. Really charge. Almost like you could lift up onto the back tippy toes. Pull it back. Cactus elbow back bend. Stabilize the right knee. Keep it over the ankle. Good. One more. Arms go up. Charge. Yes. Come back. Cactus elbow. Pull down. Biggest back bend yet. Take it back up. Step your left foot up to meet the right. Zip. Good. Right foot steps back. You can keep the heel lifted or you can drop the foot down to the floor. Bend into your left knee. Look at the alignment. Knees over the ankle. Arms go up. Good. Keep your head in line, biceps by the ear. Lift your chin. Yes. Now charge. Reach it forwards, pull back, stabilize the lower body, cactus elbow, lift with the heart, lift with the chest, pull the head back, go up, charge, come onto the tippy toe of the back foot, and back, squeeze, arms up, charge, back up, cactus elbow, arms up, hands to prayer, heart center, one step, right foot up to meet the left. All right, turn, we're taking tree pose here. So turn however you'd like to be. Try not to stand on your blanket here because it will make you more wobbly. If you have a wall that you want to use with you, I highly recommend that. The wall is the insurance. So stabilize on, take your heels together, ankles together. Good. Take your left foot onto the inside of your right ankle. Just tippy toe it. Or all the way up onto the inside of your thigh. Good. Toes are facing directly straight down. There we go. So the foot can either be on the ankle, the calf, or upper inner thigh. So Dane's taking the more advanced version of this. All right, now we practice this lying down. The right hip, don't let it go with the left side. Keep that right hip back and down. If you're on a wall, the right glute stays connected to the wall. Start to play with your balance here. Bring your hands to prayer to heart center. See how much you had to shift your weight to make this happen. Now the left foot is pushing on the inside of the thigh, but the right leg is also pushing back into the foot. So it's this equal and opposite force here. Good. Start to squeeze your outer left glute. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Now feel everything zip up and lift up. Good. Option, take the arms up over your head. Or one arm. And never on the knee. All right, come on down. You can kind of wiggle this out here, do the pony prance. Yeah. All right, second side. Start with your feet together, get your standing pose. Find that alignment, beautiful. Tree pose. Good. My preference here is to really have it on the ankle or the calf, otherwise upper inner thigh. Now watch that left hip. If it's sassing out to the side, zip it up, zip it in. Pull the left hip in. So instead of it leaning way far out, keep the left hip, nope, yes, stacked. Good. Now notice if the hips are starting to be wonky, keep them squared off. So the right hip needs to come forwards here to be even with the left. Left glute should be against the wall. Start to work on balance here. Hands come to prayer to height center or heart center. And again, starting to feel the lightness in the body. Beautiful.
It's pretty good.
That's really good. And release. All right, I feel like we're warmed up. Let's get going. I was kidding. I was kidding. All right. It's a joke.
The
Okay.
refrigerator's over there. I'm gonna go.
Come to the top of your mat. We're going to take our first little sun A. Arms overhead. Inhale, breath. Forward fold. Exhale, breath. Halfway lift. Exaggerate here. Forward fold, plank pose, and hold this plank. Good. We're not doing full chaturangas today, so don't get ahead of me. Drop to your knees. Baby 1 inch chaturanga. 1. It's a pulse. 2. You're just pulsing in 1 inch. Keep your elbows in towards your ribs. Keep pulsing. Pulsing, pulsing, pulsing. There you go. And child's pose. Okay. All right, come on up. Hello, Christina. Oh, I'm sorry, to seated. Sorry, I meant to seated. So now we're going to study where we came from and go back to the beginning. Take your right leg out in front of you, the left sole of your foot on the inside of your thigh. Think tree pose. Take the arms up. Think charging crescent lunge. Reach it forwards. Reach, 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 reach. Hands to the floor. Pull the toes back towards your face. Fold over the leg. Squeeze your outer left glute and squeeze it hard. Release, take the soles of the feet together, clasp your hands around the toes. Sit up straight and tall, shoulders back, close the knees up to the triceps, and then use your glutes to open them knees towards the floor for 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Second side. Left leg extend.
Like, how do you second side of a
Right
butterfly?
foot on the inside.
Like,
Take
two.
left leg forwards, right foot on the inside. Take the arms up. Inhale, breath. Charge it. Lengthen forwards. Find that length in space and strength. And release. Forward fold. And then release. Both legs straight out in front of you. Keep your knees bent a little bit. Take the arms up. Inhale. Charge it forwards. The biggest charge forwards that you can make. Reach it, reach it. Upward facing dog in the chest. Keep the chest lifted. And now fold. Tuck the chin. Scooch the heels forwards. Pull the toes back. Feeling a difference? I like to do classes where you start and get a little measure, going through, coming back to where you began, and really being able to find that self-study. Okay. Roll down on, oh no, sorry. We have to do washing the cat, our Jason Lobo signature move. So washing the cat. Again, I find this one is easier without a blanket underneath. And Beth, if you're still with us, Deb, you guys know this washing the cat. Here's the cat. The cat does not want to be washed. So we're going to find balance on your sit bones. Lift up your little kitty paws. Lift up your little kitty feet, roll onto the right sit bone glute, and don't get washed. And you can be really eccentric about not getting washed, or you can just be little. So wherever you want to be, go to the left glute. And to the right. And to the left, and to center. Roll down onto your back. Make sure you have lots of space on your mat so that you can lie down. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock yourself a little bit side to side. Take your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Reach through the little figure 4 space. Clasp your hands behind and pull in. Now watch that left knee. If it's trying to collapse in, stabilize it, keep it in line. Second side, release. Ankle on top, reach through. Careful of that right knee and the right hip. Keep it stabilized, keep it in line. Drop the shoulders and the head down. We started with half happy baby. If you'd like, you can return to halves or take whole. You're ready for a whole, full, happy baby. Soles of the feet up. Keep your lower back, your tailbone pressing down. So there's a little bit of manipulation here, working. Draw the ankles, try to get them over the knees. Okay. If you'd like here, peace fingers around your big toes. Open one leg out to the side, and then second leg out to the side. Maybe both at the same time, or just feel it one to the other. Soles of the feet onto the floor, bridge pose, biggest bridge yet. Lift up your hips, walk one shoulder underneath, second shoulder underneath, clasp your hands, lift the chest, push the hands into the floor, and lift, 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 lift. Lower all the way down. Good. Take your arms out wide to the side. Drop both knees over to the left or the right. Opposite direction, twist. You can take that one more time through if you'd like, twisting right, twisting left. Final hug, knees back into your chest, starting to settle yourself down. So as you come into Shavasana, it takes 7 minutes for a body to transition from your sympathetic nervous system to parasympathetic nervous system. So it's really beneficial if you are able to take a full 7 minutes of being in Shavasana. So I'm going to leave you here to take your 7 minutes. When you come out of Shavasana, come out very slowly, very gently. Take any movement that calls to you. And then if you're able to stay in a seated meditation, just to reflect on light, colors, forgiveness, and freedom. So take that time. Thank you for being here. I miss you all dearly. Namaste.